Lesson 36. The objective is I can break apart 10 using 5 group drawings. I can write a subtraction equation to match it. So I want you to pause this video and I want you to do these addition problems, and you're going to find the missing number and write it. If you don't have this paper with you in front of you in your packet, I want you to just go ahead and write them down on a piece of paper. All right, so I want you to pause this video and I want you to add all of these from 1 through 20. Then when you're done with that, I would like for you to also do these subtraction sentences so that you can practice taking away. Make sure that you think big. When you see the minus sign, which is right here, when you see, I'm going to circle it in red. When you see the minus sign, you take away, right? Because minus means less, and it also means take away. It also means subtraction. So make sure that you're thinking really big when you're doing these sentences. So please pause the video so that you can answer these also. We're going to count by 1s to 30 with a reckon rec. So how many do you have now? That's right, you have 10 because 5 red beads and 5 white beads make how many? Yes, 10. 5 plus 5 equals 10. How many do you have now? If you said 20, you're correct. We've been counting by 10s to 30. So I do like that some of you already know that we have 20. 10 plus 10 equals? Yes, 20. How many do we have now? 30. That's right. Let's count by 10s. Ready? 10, 20, 30. Good job counting by 10s. How many do you have now? Yes, 20. Good job. I have 20. One more is 21. So how many do we have now? That's right, 21. 10, 20, 21. Good job. I have 21. One more is 22. How many? Yes, 22. I have 22. One more is 23. How many? Yes, 23. I have 23. One more is? I'm waiting for some of you that I know are counting, so I'm proud of you for counting to make sure. So I have 23. One more is? 24. That's right, 24. We can count to be sure. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Good job. I have 24. One more is 25. Good job. We have 10, 20, and we know we have 5. So 10, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Good job if you didn't have to count each one. I have 25. One more is? That's right, 26. How many? 26. I have 26. One more is? 27. That's right. How many? 27. I have 27. One more is? 28. Good job. Let's count them. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Good job if you said 28. If you want to stop the video so that you can count them, that's absolutely fine with me. Make sure you press pause so that you can be able to count them and take your time just to make sure that you have the right number. I have 28. One more is 29. That's right, 29. And now I have 29, and one more is 30. Good job. If you were able to count by 10s to know that it's 30, I'm so proud of you. Let's count by 10s. Get ready? 10, 20, 30. Good job. Now we're going to start our application problem. So Martin had 10 building blocks. How many building blocks did Martin have? He had 10, that's right. So we're going to pretend that some items that you may have in front of you are blocks. So I'm also going to draw these for you. I'm going to make sure that I have 10, okay? So I'm going to, what should I do? I think I'm going to draw 10. So I'm going to use my pencil here to draw 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I did them the 5 group way. That way it's easier for me to count. I know that I have 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. So he had 10 building blocks. You can also draw this on your paper if you have your packet with you. If not, you can just draw it on regular paper. So Martin had 10 building blocks. We're going to pretend, well, we counted and made sure that there's 10, right? So now we're going to pretend that he's sharing 4 blocks with his sister. That is so sweet. So in order to show that he's sharing 4 blocks with his sister, I'm going to go ahead and move 4 of them to show the ones he shared. So I'm going to erase 4 from his blocks, but I'm going to make sure that I add them. So I'm going to put, how many did he share with his sister? 4, that's right. So I'm going to draw them over here separately. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. So how many blocks did he still have? Since he gave 4 to his sister, how many did he still have? You can count them one by one, or you can count the fast way. Okay, I know that some of you counted the fast way because you just started right here. On the 5th one, you said 5, 6. So you know he still had 6 that he was playing with. Okay, so he still had 6 to play with. Let's make a number. Let's make a number sentence about the story. Or a number bond, I'm sorry. Let's make a number bond first. Okay, I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use blue for my number bond, and I'm going to make it right here in the middle, okay? So I'm going to do my whole, my part, and then my part. So I want your help here, okay? I want you to help me choose what my whole number is, because we want to remember how many blocks he had total at the beginning before he shared. So if you know how many blocks he had total, I want you to show me on your hands. If you're showing me, I'm super proud of you. I'm going to give you 5 seconds, and then I'm going to show you how many he had. He had 10. He had 10 blocks total. So then what's my total number, my whole number? It's 10. Absolutely. Okay, so we have 2 parts, right? I know that you know what 2 parts we have, so I want to make sure that we all know and we all fill in the number bond together. All right, so how many did he share with his sister? He shared 4, absolutely. So I'm going to write 4. That's 1 part. And it's also over here on the side. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many did he still have for himself? If you don't remember, you can count them. I'm going to count the fast way. 5, 6. So the other part is 6. Good job. So now we're going to make a number sentence. And I want you to show your work to any partner in your household. It could be your mom, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa, your sister, your brother. And I want you to show them your number sentence and explain to them what each part means. So let me see. I wonder if we should make an addition sentence. Yeah, you're right, an addition sentence, because we have 2 parts that make a whole, right? So then we can start with what number, because we know how many we had. Okay, so I know I had 10. I'm just going to start with 10. What comes after the whole number if we're writing a number sentence? That's right, an equal sign. So 10 equals what? What is the first part? The first part is 4. Sure, absolutely. It can be 4 because he gave 4 to his sister. And we know that he had another part that made up that number 10. What was the other part? How many did he have to play with? 6. That's right. So 10 equals 4 plus 6. Now I want you to tell somebody, or even say it out loud and tell me, I want you to tell me what each part represents. So let's practice. The 10 represents, okay, if you said it represents the whole number or all of the blocks, you're absolutely right. The 4 represents the ones he shared with his sister. Absolutely, he shared 4 blocks with his sister, so that's what the 4 represents. The 6 represents the ones he still had to play with. Absolutely. Now I want you to go ahead and tell me what each part represents. If there's somebody next to you or nearby you, then I want you to go ahead and tell them, share with them, and see if they think the answer is something different. I want you to pause the video until you're ready to share. All right, so let's act out the story again, but we're going to share a different number of blocks this time. So last time I shared 4 blocks, right? Or he shared 4 blocks with his sister. Let me see, let me decide. Okay, I know what to do. I have 10 blocks total, and I'm going to share 5 with my sister. I want you to create your own sentence though, okay? This is going to be my sentence. I want you to use a different one. So I'm going to I'm going to share 5 blocks with my sister, and that means that I'm going to have 5 left for myself. So what does 5 plus 5 equal? Yes, it equals 10. So 5 plus 5 equals 10. So I still have 10 total blocks, but I shared a different amount of blocks this time. How does your number sentence change? Well, let's see. Let's try to put it together, and let's see how our number sentence is different. So how many do I have total? That's right. I do have 10 equals, and then what's one part? 5 is one part because I shared 5 with my sister this time, plus how many do I have to play with? That's right, 5. So did our number sentence change? It sure did. 10 equals 5 plus 5. I want you to do a different number sentence, one different than mine, and I want you to tell your partner, or I want you to pause the video and then tell me what your number sentence is. I also want you to share with me what each part represents. So I'm going to share what each part of my equation represents, okay? So 10 equals the total number of blocks that I had. This 5 represents the 5 blocks that I shared with my sister. And this 5 represents the 5 that I still had left to play with. Pause the video here so that you can do your own number sentence. When you're ready, click play. All right, let's do a couple problems together. Melanie had 10 peaches. So how many peaches did Melanie have? She had 10 peaches. I want you to draw her peaches the 5 group way. You're so good at drawing the 5 group way. I want to make sure that you do that so we can count them fast and quickly. So fast and correctly, I mean. So let's go ahead and draw the peaches the 5 group way. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and you can start on your own paper too. I'm almost done. I bet you that I can beat you by drawing these faster than you. All right, let's race. Whoops, I'm almost there. I'm almost done. All right, so I'm done. Did anybody beat me? I hope so. So if you are still drawing your peaches, please go ahead and pause the video until you're done and then press play when you're ready. So 4 out of 5 peaches were not yet ripe. We've already actually talked about this because we've done this lesson before. This is just extra practice. So 4 of her peaches were not yet ripe. They weren't ripe yet, so she can't eat them. So we're going to circle and cross out the 4 unripe peaches. So let's, I'm going to cross them out with a black pen here. So 4 were not ready. I'm crossing out 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, I'm also going to circle them, okay? Just to be sure that I have these 4. There it is. Okay, so how many peaches were ready to eat? That's right. If you said 6, you're absolutely right because you see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some of you counted the fast way, starting at the 5. 5, 6. So 6 we're ready to eat, but 4 we're not ready to eat just yet. Let's start filling out our number bond. What is our whole number? 10, that's right, because we had 10 peaches total. What's one of our parts? One of our parts is 4, because 4 were not yet ripe. Good job. What's the other part? The other part is 6, because 6 were ready to eat. Perfect. Now we're going to do our number sentence. Take a look at how it's formatted. What minus what equals what? This is what tells you where you write each number. So blank minus blank equals blank. How many did we have, and then how many did we take away? Okay, so we did have 10. Good, we had 10. And we took away, look at the sign, the minus sign. I'm going to circle it. We took away how many? Take a look over here at our drawing. We took away 4. That's right. So 10 minus 4, or 10 take away 4, 10 subtracting 4. How many does that leave for us? That's right, 6. You can count them, or you can just take a look at the number bond and see what our other part is. So 10 minus 4 equals 6. That's your number sentence. I want you to go ahead and finish up your number bond and number sentence, and then press pause. When you're done, go ahead and press play so we can go to the next story. All right, here's a new story. Chris had 10 toy cars. How many toy cars did Chris have? 10. Wow. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and draw these. They're going to be blue. So we're going to draw them in a 5-group way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm going to beat you. 9 and 10. I'm sorry if my cards are a little bit messy. I do have to draw on my computer, which can be a little difficult to do with my finger. So, okay, we have 10 cars, okay? We drew them the 5-group way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, if you have not finished drawing your cars the 5-group way, then I want you to pause this video and then press play when you're already done so you can continue with me. Okay, so let's take a look at our whole number. You already know what our whole number is. How many did we have total? That's right, we had 10 total, which is why that's my whole number. All right, so 2 of the cars did not have wheels. So 2 cars had 0 wheels. What do you think I can do to show that 2 of those did not have wheels? Well, some of you remember what we did in the last story, which was cross them out. You're so smart. Cross them out, which I already crossed out 2 of the cars. And what else did we do? We also circled them. Good job. So take a look at my number story right here, and tell me what one of my parts is. Absolutely, 2 is one of our parts because 2 of them had 0 wheels. They had no wheels. What is the other part? Some of you counted the fast way. No, you did. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means 8 of them still had wheels. Wow. Let's take a look at our number sentence. Blank minus blank equals blank. How many did we have and how many did we take away? I'm listening. We had 10, absolutely. And take a look at our number story, and how many did we take away? That's right, we took away 2, and we can see that because we crossed them out and circled them. So we took away 2, 10 minus 2 equals, what is the last part? 8, that's right. The number sentence tells you, the number bond tells you the parts, which they're right here. The number story tells you the parts, and you can also count. Use your fingers if that works better for you. So I want you to go ahead and pause this video, and I want you to finish up the number bond and the number sentence. Then I want you to go ahead and press play and continue to the next story. All right, I want you to make up a 10 story of your own, and I want you to show your work on your board or on your paper. Some of you I know might have whiteboards with markers, which is so awesome. That's super exciting to see. But if you only have paper, that's okay. It still works. I want you to show your work on your board or on your paper, and then I want you to show somebody at home what you did. I want you to explain that story to them. So I'm going to make up one story of my own to give you a little bit of practice, okay? Let me make up my story. Well, I had, how many did I have? I had 10 magnets on my refrigerator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 10 magnets on my refrigerator. So guess what happened? Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. What happened was that 2 of them fell on the floor and they broke. I know, how dare they. I'm going to go ahead and cross out. Well, actually, let me give you a different one. How many did? 4. 4 of them broke. So I'm going to cross them out. And what else? And circle them. Absolutely. Let me use a darker color to circle so we can see it. It's a little bit light. All right, so I had 10 magnets total. 4 of them fell and broke. So how many did I have left on my refrigerator? I'm going to count the fast way because I already know that I did this in a 5-group way. So 5, 6, I'm going to have 6 left that are not broken. So let me draw my number bond for you. My whole number is 10 because I had 10 magnets total. One of my parts is 4 because 4 of them fell and broke. And I have 6 that are not broken, and I counted the fast way. 5, 6. What minus what equals what? Well, I can tell you that I had 10 total, and we took away 4 because those 4 fell and broke. And that means that I have 6 left. So 10 minus 4 equals 6. The 10 represents all of the magnets I had. The 4 represents the 4 that fell and broke, and the 6 represents the 6 magnets that I had left. Now I want you to go ahead and create some of your own. I want you to do 3 other number bonds and number sentences, and remember, we're subtracting, we're taking away. Take a look at this sign or symbol. It's the subtraction symbol, which also means take away or minus. I want you to pause this video when you are, and I want you to do 3 stories of your own. Then when you're done, I want you to press play so we can continue. All right, now we've gotten to our problem set. This will be in your packet. And if you don't have the packet, you can definitely do this on paper as well. You're just going to have to draw everything that's on the screen, okay? So let's talk about Stan. Stan had 10 blueberries. He ate 5 blueberries. So how many blueberries are left? Let's see if there are 10 blueberries here. And I see that there are. I see 5 on top and 5 on the bottom. They are the 5-group way. He ate 5. The way that I'm going to show that he ate 5 is I'm going to cross them out. Should I also circle them? Sure, I can circle them if that will help me remember the part. There we go. Okay, so I had 10. That's my whole number. I had 10 blueberries. Oops, oh no, silly Miss Gomez. I forgot that he ate 5 blueberries, so I forgot to cross out 1. I had 10, or Stan had 10 blueberries, and he ate 5 blueberries. So I can already tell you that 5 is one of my parts because he ate 5. How many are left? Can you see how many are left? I can. There's 5 on the top. I don't even have to count them because they're already the 5-group way. So 5 are left. What minus what equals what? I'll give you the answer to this one so that you can continue to do the rest on your own. All right, so we had 10 total. Took away how many? Because how many did Stan eat? He ate 5. So 10 minus 5 equals how many? 5. I can show you on my hands too. I had 10 minus 5 equals 5. All right. Press pause so that you can finish up this particular problem on your paper or in your packet, and then I want you to press play when you're ready for the next one. All right, Tracy had 10 heart stickers. If you cannot draw heart stickers, that's okay. You can draw circles just like there are here on this problem set. Tracy had 10 heart stickers. She lost one sticker. She lost one, so what do? Cross it out. Good job. How many stickers are left? We can count the fast way. Get 5 going. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means she had 9 left. How many did she have total? She had 10 total. That's right. How many stickers did she lose? It's crossed out. Yeah, it's just 1. And how many did we say were left? We said 9 were left. What minus what equals what? That's right. 10 minus 1 equals 9. Pause this video, and then when you're done with this problem, press play to move on to the next one. We're going to make a 5-group drawing to show the story, fill in the number bond and number sentence. Cross off the part that goes away. So Nick had 10 party hats. Remember that Nick had 10 party hats? I sure do. I'm glad we're redoing this for practice. So remember we drew cones or triangles for party hats. You can do whichever one you want. You can even do circles. Remember we did circles once also. So I'm going to go ahead and do triangles, and I want you to go ahead and get started drawing those. When I'm done, if you're not done, you can pause the video and then press play when you're ready. All right, so we had 10. Let me start with my number bond. I had 10 total. And guess what happened to 7 of my hats? Do any of you remember what happened to my hats? Some of you might remember. That's right. They were thrown away. Somebody threw them away. So, what should we do to show that we threw those away, or somebody threw them away? That's right. Cross them out. And how many of them were thrown away? 7. I like starting from the last object. That way we can see how many are left up at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Nice. Okay, so I crossed out 7. How many do I have left? 3. That's right. So if I crossed out 7, do you think that's one of my parts? Absolutely. 7 is one of my parts because those are the ones that we crossed out. What about the ones that are left? Yes, 3. 3 are left, and that's my other part. What minus what equals what? Tell me the sentence. 10, that's right, minus how many did we accidentally throw away? 7. 10 minus 7 equals, that's right, 3. 10 minus 7 equals 3. Pause this video and then make sure that you press play when you're done copying my story or doing your story on your own, which would make me really, really, really happy. And then press play when you're done. Well, I remember this juice box story. So Tatiana had 10 juice boxes. 3 juice boxes broke and they spilled all over the floor. So how many full juice boxes does she have left? So I think what we should do first is I think that we should draw the juice boxes first. So I'm going to make them green. They're going to be kind of like rectangles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So how many of them broke and spilled? Do you remember? They just fell on the floor and it just broke or tore and spilled all over the floor. That's right, 3. For those of you that are reading and practicing and sounding out, you'll see that there were 3 juice boxes that were broken and spilled. So what should we do with those? How can I show that 3 were spilled? Absolutely, we can cross them out. So I'm going to do that right now. 1, 2, and 3. So how many full juice boxes are left? 5, 6, 7. Whoa, 7 are left. Good counting the fast way. So let's fill out our number bond first. What's our whole number? How many juice boxes did Tatiana have at the beginning of the story? That's right, she had 10. How many of them broke or fell and spilled? That's right, there's 3, and you can see in the story, 1, 2, 3. 3 of them spilled, and how many did she have left that were full? Let's count the fast way again. Get ready. 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to write that number 2. So what is my whole number? How many juice boxes did she have total? She had 10. How many did she take away? 3, that's right, because 3 spilled. And how many were left? 7. Perfect. Good job. That was awesome. I want you to pause the video right here if you're not done writing it down and drawing your boxes. Go ahead and press pause. And then when you're done, press play so we can do the last of our subtraction sentences. All right, so 5. Show me 5. Take away 1. How many do you have left? 4. That's right. Write 4. Show me 5. Take away 2. Or take away 2. How many do you have left? 3. If you know these without using your fingers, wow, I'm so extra proud of you for using your brain power. So I have 5. Take away 3. 1, 2, 3. How many do I have left? 2. 5 minus 3 equals 2. Good job. How about 5? Take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are left? Just 1. We can write that 1 there. So, does anybody notice a pattern? I notice a pattern. I do. So if you notice a pattern, go ahead and let me know. Okay, I know some of you are saying that you notice that they're all take away or subtract 1. Yes, all of these, you see all the subtraction signs. All of our problems have been subtraction, haven't they? Awesome. Okay, so another pattern. I'm listening. I see you thinking, and I hear your brains working. Yes, absolutely. The number decreases. That means it goes down or it gets smaller. So the first answer was 4. The next answer was 3, 2, 1. So if we show on our hands 4, 3, 2, 1. So that means the number was decreasing. It was getting smaller. Good job. You guys are so smart. All right, now it's time for our debrief, which is my most favorite part of the lesson because then we get to talk about what we learned. So I want you to go ahead and look at the first problem, and I want you to tell anybody in your household what each dot represents, okay? So remember the blueberries? I think that's what that process, I think that's the problem that we went over. So I want you to tell somebody at home, or even tell me right now, what each of those dots represent. I want you to also take a look and think about, how did you know which number belongs in the first blank of your number sentence? How did you know? Think big. So if you had blank minus blank equals, silly Miss Gomez, it is very hard to draw on this. Blank minus blank equals blank. How did you know what number went first? Well, because you already know that the subtraction sign is here, right? So the big number, the whole number goes here. If there's a subtraction sign here, so if we had, let's say 10, and we took away, because remember subtraction means take away 10, and we took away, let's say 1, 10 minus 1, we already know that since the takeaway sign is right here, we know that the bigger number has to be on this end, right? Let me go ahead and erase this, okay. How did crossing out in your pictures help you make your number sentence? So every time that you cross out things on your number sentence or on your picture, so if there were 6 blueberries and we crossed out 4 because they were eaten, how did crossing them out help you? I can tell you how it helped me. It helped me because I know that that's one part. So if I crossed out 4, I remembered that 4 will be one part. Good job if you said that with me too. If you can agree or you can disagree. If you disagree, I want you to tell somebody at home why you disagree. And if you agree, I want you to tell somebody at home why you do agree. Do you always have to take time drawing a picture? Or can we represent pictures with something easier and faster to draw? Did we do this in the problem set? Ooh, that's a really good question. So if I tell you we had 10 unicorns, do you have to draw those unicorns in the problem set or the application problem? No, you sure don't. What can you draw? Yes, and we've done this before. You can draw circles, you can draw squares, you can draw triangles, anything that can represent that object. So if we talk about unicorns or frogs, or ponies, and we don't have to draw that thing. We can draw something that represents it. It'll help us do it a lot faster, and sometimes we just need to practice on our drawing, right? So we don't want to spend too much time just drawing those pictures that might take a really long time. Did we do that in this problem set? I think we did. For some of them, instead of having to draw out exactly what it was, we can draw circles. Like I said, if you didn't want to draw the party hats, remember? If you didn't want to draw the party hats, you could draw circles or triangles or squares, anything, because any object can represent, anything can represent an object. So last question, how are the number sentences on the board alike and how are they different? So the number sentences that you wrote and that you saw, how were they the same and how were they different? I want you to talk to somebody at home and let them know, or tell me right now. Was it always the whole number first? Did we always have the whole number first and then we took away? Did we sometimes have a big number first and then taking away a small number? Make sure that you're sharing what you learned and what you thought. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time.